Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So the Lakers players reportedly wanted Darvin Ham to be fired and replaced by Phil Handy as head coach. You gotta cut this man a break. Give him some slack. Is it Darvin Ham's fault the team is not playing up to par? It's crazy because just a few games back, prior to the last two losses they got, the Lakers were just on a, 6-game win streak or something like that? They won like 6 out of 7 or whatever. So they had a stretch where they kept on winning. They kept winning and winning. They lost the previous 2 because one game LeBron didn't show up. He supposedly didn't feel well or some crap. He didn't play. And the other game, Anthony Davis, he got hit in the face, so he left the game. And now their hopes of possibly getting the 8th seed or 7th is over. And who's to blame? It's not Darvin Ham's fault LeBron didn't play. It's not Darvin Ham's fault Anthony Davis got hit in the face. What you want this man to do? He took him to the Western Conference Finals last year. Nobody had nothing to say. They won the in-season tournament. Nobody had nothing to say. But right after the in-season tournament, they took a nosedive, and ever since, all you're hearing is fire Darvin Ham. He's not good. He can't coach. His lineup sucks, etc., etc. And I'm sure at times he makes bad decisions. I'm sure at times his coaching decisions aren't the best, but come on, man. You can't blame this man for everything. It's like they want to pin everything on this man. Whenever the team loses, it's his fault. It's always his fault, every situation. But this is what happens when you coach LeBron. Anybody who coaches LeBron, you're going to take the blame. If the team don't do well, guess who they're going to blame? The coach. It's always the coach. It's never the players. LeBron and AD is on the same team. Top 20 players. You have 2 top 15 players on the same team, and they're barely surviving, trying to make the play-in, and this is on the coach? What's crazy about all this, Anthony Davis, he played well this season. He actually played most of the games this season. He wasn't as injury-prone as normal, so he actually was pretty healthy most this season. LeBron also, he didn't get hurt too much this season. And they still couldn't make it past the play-in. That's crazy. So now they're saying, replace Darvin Ham with Phil Handy. And here is the kicker. Even if they replace Darvin Ham with Phil Handy, guess what? It's the same scenario. If the team don't do well, they're going to say fire Phil Handy. It's the same story. It doesn't matter who coached the Lakers. As long as LeBron is on that team, you always face being fired, scrutiny. It's always your fault. It's never the players, it's never LeBron. It's always the coach's fault. It's either the team is not good enough or the coach is not good enough. Or he's making bad decisions or he sucks. It's always something. Or Darvin Ham draw plays and LeBron ignores him. LeBron changed Darvin Ham's plays in the huddle. He disregard him. Just disrespectful. So if I'm Darvin Ham, why would you want to put up with that? Honestly, I'll just play out the season and be like, whatever. Like, why would you want to deal with all that? You're drawing up plays. The man is disrespecting you in front of the team. He's ignoring you. He's rude. Like, why would you want to put up with somebody like that? Like, why even bother? What's the point? The only reason why Darvin Ham is still the head coach is because of Jeannie Buss. She's real fond of him. If it wasn't for Jeannie Buss, Darvin Ham would have been out of there. He would have been gone, fired. Because LeBron don't want him there. Some of the players, they don't want him there. So the only reason why this man is still hanging on by a thread is because of Jeannie Buss. She likes him. She's fond of him. As long as he's in her good grace, he'll be okay. But Lord knows how long that's going to be. Because eventually, your time is up. Your time runs out. So right now, the locker room, they're unhappy with Darvin Ham. They don't like some of his coaching decisions. LeBron is always mad at him. LeBron blows him off, changes plays in the lineup, do what he wants. And if I'm Darvin Ham, I'll be like, I'm sick of this shit. If one of the main players on the team is always unhappy with whatever you're trying to do and, they blow you off and they make adjustment or change the plays you call up, that's just disrespectful. Basically, he don't respect you, obviously. And if that's the case, I wouldn't even bother. Honestly, like, why bother? There's always something wrong with this team. And at this point, can you say it's the coaching? Maybe you should look at the main players, LeBron and AD. Instead of always saying it's the coach, maybe you should start looking at the players. They had so many coaches come in and out of the locker room. Like, come on. At some point, you got to say, you know what? It got to be the players. They had Luke Walton. They had Frank Vogel. They have Darvin Ham now. And it's the never-ending story. They keep switching coaches. It doesn't matter what coach you bring into the organization. It don't matter. If the superstars or the main players can't get it done, they just can't get it done. It don't matter who you bring in. So you could keep swapping out coaches every season, every 2 seasons. It doesn't change anything. LeBron is older. Yes, he's averaging some good numbers, but he's not impactful. AD has been a monster, and it doesn't matter. They're still a playing team. Imagine that. With LeBron doing what he's doing, AD's been pretty dominant. AD's been great throughout the year, and they are still stuck in the playing games, which says a lot. Imagine that. They can't escape the playing games. Is it going to get better next season? No, it's not. Is it going to get better the season after that? No, it's not. So at this point, it's like, why bother? You could keep blaming every coach that comes in. Of course, you could bring another coach in and he might have more experience than Darvin Ham, or the team works a little better. Is it going to be drastic to where they're now championship ready? No, it's not. Because the main 2 players on the team, they're just not good enough. And that's the truth. With all that LeBron is doing and what AD is doing, it don't matter. They're still in the playing games. But you know how this goes, man. Somebody has to take the blame. And it's normally the coach. The coach is always the one that's going to take most of the blame, the bulk of the blame. And they're going to say, he can't coach. There's always something. But after 5 seasons, man, 3 different coaches, you got to start giving LeBron that side eye. Like, the coaches keep changing, but it's not changing the results. It's always the same results. So we got to start looking elsewhere, man. If you look at Darvin Ham, his time in LA, what he's done, look at it this way. The man took the team to the Western Conference Finals last season. This season, they started off really good. They won the in-season tournament. So you mean to tell me, from the Western Conference Finals to having a great start to the season to winning the in-season tournament, this man was a good coach, or he was decent. But now he's a bad coach. Make it make sense. So he was fine for months, from last season till this season, until the ship started sinking. And then all of a sudden, he's bad, he's terrible. Maybe they should look at LeBron and AD, man. At the end of the day, this team, they're not that good, not because the players are not good. I feel like the bench is pretty decent. They have a solid bench. They definitely have a good bench. The bench is not bad. The way LeBron be trying to make it seem like, I need more help. These dudes aren't that good. That's not true. They're good enough to win without LeBron. They're good enough to win without LeBron and AD. Yet you're trying to tell me they're not good? Come on, man. The issue ain't the bench. The issue is not Darvin Ham. Even though at times, yes, his coaching could be a little, but the main issue is LeBron and AD. It's the bus drivers. The players that's in the front of the bus. The players that are in the driver's seat. That is who you got to focus on. But same old ish, just another day. But eventually, Darvin Ham will be fired. Maybe not right now, but I feel like in due time, their cries get loud enough. LeBron cries pout long enough. They'll get rid of him, bring another coach in, and the results will be similar. Because the main 2 stars, they're just not that good. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.